Today I'm going to tell you a story about how I lost a client without really being at fault, and that was because an architect didn't use for his design a topographical survey. Uh, and it's 2024, and people talk about drones and AI, robots, and other stuff, and other technological innovation, but they are engineers and uh, architects and construction companies out there that they underestimate uh, what a topographical survey, how important is a topographical survey for their project. But first, let me introduce myself. I'm Stefan Niculescu. I've been a land surveyor for almost 20 years, and I recently, 3 years ago, I opened my own small survey business. So, coming back to our story, uh, a while ago, I've been contacted by one of my clients, which I did some works occasionally, and he was requiring setting out for setting out an annex for an existing 100-year-old building. Um, he wanted to mark the foundations and just the brickwork, so everything was all under. And the annex was made on metal structure. So first, what I did, I asked for the drawings, and uh, I received them in CAD, and it was in also um, in PDF. There was actually a location drawing in which was overlap on an OS map. For people who are not in UK, or if you are not aware, a OS map is a digitized drawing, a DXF made from it was digitized from a airplane orthophoto. So same like with the drones, but it's a bit higher and it covers more area. It's a bigger sensor, bigger photogrammetry has been done for ages, since Second World War. And that map is 1:1:5. So basically what it means is it's pretty vague, so it's not very detailed. So that was so coming back, the project, the location, so the annex and the thing, the I'll just draw it actually. So the house was like this. So it was overlapped. So we had a house like this, and then I'll draw with the that's gonna be called old house. So there was an annex that I would just draw the foundations, because this is what I had. So the foundations were, can you hear me? I'm just gonna go backwards. Sorry about that. My drawing board is so small. Or should I come here? Hope you can see me, hear me. Sorry. And oops. So there was a small foundation here, and then was coming, as far as I remember, something like this. Excuse my handwriting. So it's coming like this, and then was just joining the house. So it's coming. That was the foundation. Let's make it like this. I think it was continue like this. Also, yeah. Yeah, it was something like this as far as I remember. So, yeah, of course, I'm really bad handwriting and drawing. So thank God for AutoCAD. So it was like this. So that was it. So this was an old house, as I said, and that was a new foundation. And on top of this was a metal structure. So when I got this was with on this drawing was overlap on a OS map, And what I did, I got all the drawings, I checked. I scaled this one. That was, I think, was like a 6 meter, 6.5, let's say, 600. And so I check all these dimensions, I overlap, and all the details and everything was fine. And so I went on site and I started marking from the back to the front. So by the time I got here, I just realized that this thing was, I think I have another color here, sorry about that. So actually my foundation, after I mark all these dimensions, were here according to the house, but all these dimensions, they were matching up, so that was good, that was good, that was good. And the only thing here, I was around, I think, 600 millimeter, and same when I got here, I think I was around 100 millimeter. And then what I did actually, because I scale up all the drawing, I saw that the house in the design was actually smaller. Whoops, sorry. So the house in the design was actually smaller than in reality with 700 mil. So the house in reality was 700 mil bigger. So this one stayed. I straight away I told the site supervisor about this problem. He didn't seem to bother too much, and then I contact my client representatives. So basically, the engineers they were just in charge with this project. I just told them yeah, and then I sent them actually a drawing with, let's say, this screen is the correct house. So that was like, the house was like here roughly. So I sent him this, the correct location with this, how they compare it, how the project doesn't actually match. And they were like, yeah, we're gonna inform the architect. So actually they called me another time, and I said, did you fix it? Did you have new drawings, or did you fix your drawings? They were like, no, it's fine. It's we're gonna fix it on site somehow. So I came back another visit and actually marked the brickwork, which was like somewhere here and here. But of course here was no matching. So all of this was fine except matching with the house, because the house in reality was bigger than the design, and the design was smaller. So I left it. I didn't hear. I marked this again. I give them a phone call and I just stressed them out. I said, your foundations are not matching. You need to be careful. So there were people on site and everything. Don't know what happened. 2 months after, got a phone call, and one of the engineers, that was the client representative, asked me, we have a problem on site. The steelwork doesn't match with your foundation. And I was like, how much? 600 mil. I was like, no way. I was like, I just sent you 2 months ago, and I stressed you, I gave you so many phone calls telling you that your house on the design, your foundation, they are not aligned, because the whole design, whole of this foundation, the red ones, they were built on a wrong house dimension, and that is not going to match. So basically what they need to shift this, which I explained them, or to actually redesign everything, but that apparently didn't happen for whatever reason. So I think what happened, the client ordered the steelwork before, from this design, before even was aware, and people just took this very lightly. That I think that cost my client, the final client, I think cost him lots of money. The thing is, with this company, I was in discussion to take more work for like drone inspections and just like more surveying work, and I didn't get a call since, because probably they were thinking that I got an involvement in all this mess, even if I was only trying to help, and I was just highlight the errors when they were even on the excavation and stuff. But I think the steelwork was ordered before, and people just didn't care. So that's really painful. But coming back to our problem, why was proper topographical survey? How all of this stuff, all of this mess could be avoided? So just basically, what I think happened. What was the problem? The problem, I think, when as you say, when the designer, I think he took this dimension from the OS map, which is 1 to 1 to 5. So what means is basically 1 millimeter on drawing on the projection is 1,250 millimeter on reality. Let's call it on the field. So field. So basically, this error was here. If that thing was not digitized, it's basically, that's a half of a, so 600 mil is basically 1.5 millimeter on a drawing, which is nothing. This was not intended for, this is really good for like general stuff, to see a boundary on a, let's say, on a resolution of a meter, because this scale is actually the altitude that they fly the airplanes is way higher than where you fly your drone. 120 meters, this will go like even to 500, 1000 meters. So you can see, because the architect, I think he used the OS map. Just make it red. Red means danger. So he used this. You can see where the error was like. So that's why was no matching. So how could all this stuff could be avoided? Basically, just hire employer surveyor, and he will go and he will survey all your boundary, and all this stuff will be reduced to, all the error and accuracy will be on centimeter level, basically, which will be more than enough for adjustments, and basically everything will match up if only the client and the architect will use a accurate topographical survey. So as I say, who win from all of this stuff? Nobody. The client lost loads of money. I lost a client that could probably get tens of thousands of work potentially, and I think the architect, don't know, because he was involved, don't know exactly what happened to him, but I don't think it will be too good on his reputation. So yeah, that's why this is one of the case studies why it's important to use a topographical survey. I can't stress you enough. There are still people out there, they just go and do hand sketches or whatever, or just eyeball it and just hoping for the best. But if this client, this person, this entity will use a topographical survey from the beginning, you will save tens of thousands will spend, I don't know, a few £100 or even a bit more, $1,000. But he will say probably imagine how much it will cost to adjust all the steelwork. I don't think they will take anything of this out. So yeah, coming back, that's why it's so important to use a topographical survey. So I'm planning to do more of this stuff. If you like this one, press like. As I say, I will want to do more stuff like this, so subscribe and comments. What experience did you have, or what do you think about all of this stuff? And I will see you on the next one.